So Minx, would you rather have to fight a gorilla once a week, and you never know when it's coming, and you have to fight it every week, but you never die? You just have to fight it every week? Or would you rather have everything you think happen?
What?
That's a scary option. Everything
I think happen?
So, like, you look
I saw a TikTok about this not too long ago. And I was like, holy fuck.
No, I thought you were going to bring up another gorilla. Like, a gorilla once a week or like a gorilla like once a month.
What was the first option, Jschlatt?
So it's, would you rather have to fight a gorilla once a week? He just appears, you don't know when, and you have to fight him, but you never die? Or...
Wait, you never die?
You never die. You can't get killed by him, but you can be left in a very bad state. Or would you rather have everything you think happen?
Wait.
Okay, so you never die from the gorilla, though.
Never die.
So, like, I get all my bones broken from the gorilla. Gorilla, dissipates into whatever dimension he comes from. And then all of a sudden I'm like, and all my bones start repairing.
This question has actually fucked me up right now. Like, I'm trying to...
You could just be in the hospital, and then the gorilla shows up again.
These are two completely different options where I'm like trying to evaluate both of them, and I'm just struggling to do so. Like, but with the thinking your thoughts, like, you can think good things. So technically that would be the better option unless you have fuck.
I mean, but it sounds like what he's offering is sort of semi-immortality at the price of having to fight a gorilla every week.
Single fucking week, though.
I mean,
you get used to it. You'd learn his tactics. Like, he'd probably bang on his chest, do a little fucking monkey, and then
you get better every week.
If you have a gun.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You could just carry a gun
because, like, I think that with everything you think becoming real, I feel like that has a very big option to turn into like a King Midas situation, where it's like everything you touch turns to gold, and it's like,
what if the world ended? He's gone.
Yeah, no, that would actually, you know what? That would end pretty quick. Like, what if the world ended?
Yeah.
I'm going for the gorilla option.
I guess you really have to be in control of your thoughts.
Yeah, but what? You could get fucking like a tranquilizer. So every time it comes fight, you just conk him out, and then you're done for the week.
But where could you go with a tranquilizer without people thinking you need to be put into a fucking...
You just roll up to a party where
try explaining that. Try explaining that to someone.
No, I'm going for the gorilla.
Like,
no, I'm definitely on the gorilla one. That's way easier.
I just like walk around like this. People are like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, he's coming.
Wait.
Dude,
is it at a set time of the week or just like...
You never know.
Yeah,
you never know. Just once
funny.
a week. Once a week he arrives, and then it's time.
Yeah, and it's like, oh man, that's so funny. It's like, that adds an extra layer of suspense there where it's like...
And you saw this on TikTok? You saw this on TikTok?
You have to be on gorilla watch all the
TikTok.
time. Yeah, but honestly, I think I prefer the gorilla option, and I'll tell you why, Jschlatt and Minx. You guys want to know why?
Yeah.
I think that it would feel really good. It's going to be hard at first. We all know it's going to be hard at first.
Yes.
Gorilla anytime, every week, I'm getting attacked by the gorilla. Who knows when it's going to stop? But
you could be asleep.
But I'll never die. Okay? I'll never fucking die, which means after time, everybody improves. After time, I will become this absolutely goated, proficient gorilla killing machine. That gorilla is not going to get 2 steps in front of him before whatever fucking scheme I have planned up for the gorilla comes into play. I will invent machines to follow. I'll have like a drone that's like circling around me in the sky that's just looking for like a gorilla's body temperature average or something like that. And the second a gorilla shows up, boom, railgun right to this fucking skull.
Your Apple Watch just go beep, 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 beep. Oh,
yeah,
he's
like
here.
Gorilla inbound,
time,
gorilla
baby.
inbound.
Wait, I have another question about the gorilla scenario.
Sound like
can people see the gorilla? Like, can people see the gorilla? Because I feel like originally you're like, if you're walking around with a tranquilizer, that's weird. But like, if you are going out and you keep getting bit up by a gorilla, once a week.
There's a lot more issues.
I feel like they'd start to understand.
Gorilla. You're right.
Yeah, like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, is it like you just see the gorilla and it beats you up, or is it like a public thing? Like, I feel like you're walking down Hollywood.
You're at a bar and people just see you fly backwards and hit the wall.
And then what happens to the gorilla? Like, because you were saying like you survive it, but what happens? Does he walk away? Does he just disappear?
He goes.
He just walks out.
He goes.
See, that's why it's a tough question. You have to look at the logistics.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the logistics. I mean, I will say in terms of the would you rather, you know, the wording of it being the contract I'd have to sign, I'd say I'm pretty positive the gorilla will not be invisible based on the initial question.
Right. Yeah.
And I will also say I vastly prefer a gorilla that everyone else can see. Because
and can people help you beat up the gorilla, or is it just a you?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Definitely the gorilla then. What the fuck?
But you can never kill the gorilla and he can never kill you.
But can others kill the gorilla?
Yeah, if they want to help. If they want to help beat up a gorilla and get hurt in the process.
It's sort of romantic in some ways. It's like we're locked in fate, me and the gorilla.
Yeah, it is cool.
I bet after a time we'd sort of have like a sort of mutual respect for each other. It's like, oh, okay, you beat me up, I beat you up. And, you know.
Like Tarzan.
I think that, especially if the gorilla's visible, like Tarzan, yeah. And like, I think that over time I'd become famous. You know, I would become famous. I would be like the Truman Show, where they're like they're like people would be on, because if they know that they can get a headline or a video every week of me fighting a gorilla, like I would be one of the biggest biggest celebrities in the world. It's the guy that fights a gorilla
so hard. That's actually brilliant. That's actually brilliant. But the one problem is if you see a silverback gorilla thrashing someone in public, are you really gonna do your part to try and stop that?
No, but back to what Ted was saying, I'd pull out the camera.
You know what they say about bystanders, Minx? If you don't help that person, you're just as bad as the bully. And the gorilla in this situation is the bully.
But Ted, I can't really take on a fucking gorilla. Like, I don't know why you're putting this on me. You're acting as if I'm a bad person. A gorilla would maul me.
Minx, I mean, you're just kind of admitting on the Chuckle Sandwich podcast that you're a cyberbully.
Wow. Jesus.
Shit. Do you guys, does Curious George have a tail? Yes or no? Don't look.
Yes, he does. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He's got a little nub, doesn't he?
No. Yeah.
Does he have a nub?
Feel like it looks like Jschlatt's typing right now.
I feel like it's like a little. There's something.
Yeah, he's looking it up. He's looking it up over there, and that's kind of cheating.
It up. No, I'm not looking it up. I'm not looking nothing up.
Well, Jschlatt, what's your answer to the gorilla question? The gorilla or
I would take the gorilla 100% because I have way too many intrusive thoughts. You did do a really good job. You opened up my mind to even more possibilities of like profiting off of this thing. You could sell.
They put you on 60 Minutes.
You just sell a pay-per-view every week. You're like, it's time. You just sit in a ring all day for like, imagine you just dedicate a year of your life to sitting in a ring the whole time with a camera crew pointing at you at all times.
Yeah. And then after you get all the profits from that, you just put all of that money into the most like you just invest that money and you become a billionaire from this gorilla fighting champion and stuff like that. Then guess what you do, Jschlatt? You hire a private mercenary army decked out in full,
there you go,
like full rifles, M4s, fucking all the 9 yards, night vision in case he comes while you're sleeping. So the gorilla can't even get any close to you, and you don't even need to do anything anymore. And then you sit back and you live a gorilla-free life.
Yeah. I think this is an exercise in how much control you have over your head, right? How much do you trust yourself to only stay positive? And for me, that just simply does not exist.
And I have ADHD.